Gospel Reflections for the 16th Sunday of Ordinary Time, Year B, 18th of July 2021. The Gospel text is from Mark, chapter 6, verses 30 to 34. The main focus of this Gospel reading is this. Like Jesus, we too are called to a mission of compassion for the sheep without a shepherd. But this mission should flow and find direction from our close communion with God after the example of Jesus himself. In brief, our compassion for the shepherdless sheep flows from our close communion with God. Our compassion for the shepherdless sheep flows from our communion with God. According to today's gospel text, the mission of Christ's apostles involves two things. Chapter 6, verse 30 says, number 1, bringing or reporting to Jesus what they have done and taught in their mission journey. And number 2, taking to people what they have learned from Jesus through prayer and worship. When the apostles were tired after a busy schedule of mission work, Jesus wanted them to go away from the hustle and bustle of busy life to a deserted place and rest for a while for prayer and reflection in order to quieten their restlessness, as chapter 6 verse 31 says. Therefore, neither feelings of tiredness in our service nor retirement from active service should deter us from doing the twofold mission of doing deeds of mercy and teaching God's values to people as Jesus did. St. Paul tells us believers should not be weary of doing what is right. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 13. St. Paul tells believers not to be weary in doing what is right. Now and then we hear people saying, in our time we did our part in the best way possible. Now it is their turn. Let's see how they do. This attitude gives the impression that they are either tired of doing what is good or have totally retired from doing good, forgetting the fact that there is no retirement in Christian discipleship or Christian mission. Jesus wanted that his disciples should feel the need of recharging their drooping spirit with spiritual energy in the midst of their busy life. Hence, he advised them to go to the desert, which symbolizes a meeting place with God in solitude and prayer. Whenever we are tired after a busy schedule and pressure of job or duty, including the obligations of family, Jesus invites us to go to a deserted place to recharge our drooping spirit with spiritual energy in the midst of our busy life. When we do not make any time for prayer, reflection, and closer communion with God and with our loved ones, because we think we are too busy, though many of us are often busy over our mobile phones and TV, all our attention and focus is on our to-do list. Today or tomorrow, I have to do this, I have to do that. Do we ask why we have to do this or that, and for whom and for what? In the midst of our busy work, if we forget to pause for a while to get some direction and guidance about these why questions from God, who is our shepherd, we become like sheep without a shepherd, restless, aimless, and purposeless. Restless, aimless, and purposeless. Without a close communion with God, there will be a link failure with the tower and no connectivity to real happiness and peace. As William Barclay says, we meet with God in a secret place, that is in prayer, in order to serve his people in the marketplace, that is in our life situations. Once again, according to William Barclay, we meet with God in the secret place in order to serve his people in the marketplace. The crowd mentioned in today's gospel must have been following Jesus not for any spiritual motives, but for getting miraculous favors for themselves. This kind of attitude would have been sufficient reason for even pious people among us to get highly annoyed and impatient. Instead, Jesus was deeply and emotionally moved with compassion, as chapter 6 verse 34 says. He was moved at the gut level, as the original Greek word used for compassion means. Why? For him, those people were not a nuisance, but like sheep who had no shepherd to lead and guide them. As chapter 6 verse 34 says, Jesus could sense their lostness, scatteredness, and inner longing. He saw how they were wandering aimlessly without any selfless leaders to guide them to right path. So instead of taking the much deserved physical and spiritual rest, Jesus began to teach them many more things. For him, it was not a question about what is convenient and comfortable to oneself, but what God wanted him to do for the needy at that time. What is our predominant mood when our children, family or community members and friends interrupt our rest, our free time? Angry and impatient, or compassion when the need is urgent? Angry and impatient, or compassion when the need is urgent? St. Mark tells us that the reason for Jesus' great compassion on the crowd was their condition as sheep without a shepherd. Chapter 6, verse 34. The wicked kings of Israel in the Old Testament were feeding themselves instead of the sheep, and allowing the sheep to become food for the wild animals, as Ezekiel chapter 34 verses 1 to 8 say. Contrary to this, when Jesus saw the broken-hearted, confused and disoriented people not knowing what to do and where to go, he had a soft heart, a heart of compassion. Today, Jesus invites us to be shepherds, to be leaders and guides of the shepherdless people, those who cannot get guidance and counsel, cannot defend themselves against exploiters, and cannot fight for their rights. There are so many disoriented youth whose character is looted by the wild beasts, bad companions, bad influence of the mass media, and addictions. When we look at this situation, are we moved with compassion like Jesus? When we watch television and read newspapers, we daily come to know how much the world is suffering today from a lack of selfless and honest leaders with integrity, both in political and in religious spheres. How much the world longs for leaders who will put the needs and concerns of the poor above their greed for power and wealth, or above their political parties' benefits. How much it needs leaders who are moved with compassion like Jesus for the plight of the underprivileged and the marginalized. When we are in a leadership role, what is our main concern? Our own personal advancement or Jesus' mission, as well as people's, societies, or the country's welfare? Prayer. Shepherd us, O Lord, beyond our greed and selfish desires, so that we may be moved with compassion at the condition of the sheep without a true leader and guide. O Lord of the harvest, send good and dedicated leaders in the world, the church and our community, to become shepherds after your own heart, as you tell us through the prophet Jeremiah in chapter 3 verse 15. Amen.